So let's talk about the importance of learning new skills as a creative, right? So you've started your design career or your interest in design or whatever the creative space, right? It's really important to keep evolving, always pushing yourself to learn new things. I'll give an example of the market we're in Zambia. It's really hard if you're going to try to stick to one thing, and let's say I'll just master typography, for example. You probably make money here and there, but it won't be all the time. And that's when you start asking yourself, like, is this creative thing really something I can do for a living or not? Or because of one thing, because you're just focusing on one thing alone. Quite right, someone will come and say, okay, now I want a typography poster. And you will do that. You probably do an amazing job, but that guy will only come back in like 2 years or so. And then now in those 2 years, what happens? You'd be starving out there. You really want to starve. Think about it. Nah. So, which is why it's important to learn complementing skills as a creative. There are certain things that you can be good at, some that you might not be good at. I think one of the things I don't like to do is creating logos. AB likes to do logos. I don't like logos. I probably try to run from them each time I get a logo job. I'm just I do a good job with them, but it takes me a very long time just to come up with something great, as opposed to like people that I know that are talented with creating logos like AB, EMR. Like these dudes, I feel like they just dream about logos. Just give him a logo job, you'll be so amazed with what they'll do. But for me, it takes like a bit of time for me to do it, which is like one of the reasons I don't like to do logos, because I feel like it's really involving for me. So I do know like the stuff that I'm really good at, and I make sure I totally kill it in those. But I also know like how to create a balance. When I started at first, I just wanted to be doing sort of cartoon art. I started doing that for a bit. I was actually growing even in the space. I'll just be focusing on that, and then I jumped into an agency setup. And then you find in that space, you probably do like cartoon artwork for like, I would say twice a year for a client. The rest of the time, it's different types of executions with images and copy, typography. And then now that forced me to learn new things, and also showed me that in the type of space we're in at the moment, it's important to learn different things. So if someone comes to me and says, okay, I want to be made into a cartoon or whatever, I can do that. If you want an illustration, I can do it. If you want a poster, I can do it. So that really helped me to show me that I just don't have to focus on one thing, especially in Zambia. I know out there's people who just do one thing and make it, but our industry at the moment, sadly, it hasn't grown to that space. Yeah, so I feel like it's really important to keep learning new skills and developing yourselves as a creative.
Which is very good, because I think the Zambian industry hasn't yet fully like I can say advanced in terms of maybe leaning on one niche.
Yeah, one niche. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it hasn't. It hasn't, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, I think, why we even do a bunch of different things. You find like we keep pushing ourselves. We do creative work, we do print work, we do like branding work.
Yeah.
Of course, we're trying to like,
I have a question for you, Joshua, because looking at how you are so vast in terms of the way you do your work, you find that you are into videos, you're into graphics, you're into illustrations. How have you managed to keep up the balance? You, in all your areas, you are always doing good. You know, like there's nothing that maybe because you're doing this thing, you're lagging behind. There's that excellence in it.
That's a tough question, eh? There's like people with high standards always looking over you, making sure like you do something bad, they're like, no, this is useless, just redo it. I think that's why.
That's why, yeah?
Yeah. Probably just aim for excellence in everything.
In everything, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Preview.